Hey guys, Redneck Mini 14 here, coming at you with a video that I think is just completely stupid and redundant, but we're going to talk about it anyway. So, if you follow my channel, you know that a few weeks ago I posted a video called the top 5 inexpensive guns for a pandemic. And in that video I basically just go over 5, actually 6, guns that I think are good, inexpensive guns that you can pick up and use for defense or survival for a pandemic like we're currently in. And it's, been a pretty popular video. I mean, it's gotten like probably somewhere between 5,000 and 6,000 views, which is for a channel like mine, that's pretty good, because most of my videos only get like a few hundred views and then they slowly rise in views over time. But in that video, well actually in the comment section of that video, some anti-gun piece of crap decided that he was going to post a comment. And by the way, if you try to go look for these comments, they've been reported and removed, so you won't find them. But some anti-gun piece of crap, who will not be named on this channel, decided to post a comment saying, "Remember everybody, it is cheaper to kill your neighbors and take what they have than it is to go and stock up on food for yourself," or something along those lines. And at first I thought he was being serious because this is kind of a fairly popular internet meme right now, where all the gun people are watching all the anti-gun people stock up on supplies, and they're just looking through the blinds of their windows, just waiting to go and rob them. But guys, for the most part, those are jokes, and I don't personally post memes like that. Some people do. Most of those people are joking, and probably a handful of people aren't joking, but those people are stupid. And anyway, I put a comment back to that comment basically saying that that was a very cynical way of thinking. And his response to that was basically implying that I was the one implying that you need to go and kill your neighbors and take what they have, because that's the only reason you could ever want a gun, ever, in a pandemic, or any other situation for that matter. The only reason you could ever want a gun is to go out and murder somebody, right? So, this conversation went on for some time, and I basically said, no, you don't go out and buy guns to murder people, you get them for protection. And after a while I was just fed up with this, and I reported the whole thread of comments, and they've been removed. And I tried to block the guy, but he, for whatever reason YouTube wouldn't let me block him, but whatever. But anyway, if anybody watches that video and thinks that I'm basically implying that you need to get guns so you can go out and murder people, well, then you are just a freaking idiot. The reason you want a gun in a pandemic or any situation, I mean, it's just a good idea to have guns in general for protection, for survival, for hunting, whatever. It's just a good idea to have at least one or more defensive tools to protect you, protect your family, protect what you have, because when it comes to things like pandemics or natural disasters or a economical crisis, which is another thing that we're kind of experiencing right now, bad situations tend to bring out the worst in certain people. In other words, people who do not prepare or are just not prepared for things that are happening, like what's happening now, it tends to bring out the worst in some people. And when people are losing their jobs, people don't have money to go get food, or if you ever get into a situation like in other countries where they just shut everything down, like we were pretty fortunate in this country to still be able to go to the grocery store and other select places that were considered essential. But in other countries, they just shut down the entire country. And trying to do that over here, well, that would definitely bring out the worst in a lot of people, which means a lot of people would be breaking in stealing, assaulting, maybe even raping. And in order to prevent things like that from happening to you, you should probably consider having yourself a good self-defense, home defense shotgun, a good AR-15 or other defensive rifle, a good handgun. It's just a good idea to have these things. And in other situations, it's a good idea to have a rifle or a shotgun where you can go out and hunt deer and birds and squirrels and rabbits and all these other different types of animals that you might need to hunt for survival. It's just a good idea to have guns like that for those just-in-case situations, because you never know. You may find yourself in a really, really bad situation. I know everybody likes to make jokes and talk about the zombie apocalypse like The Walking Dead and all these other zombie movies and TV shows. And, not saying those things couldn't happen, but those particular things are not very likely to happen. But there are other things that could happen that are very likely and very possible that could happen, and in which case you would want to have a good defensive tool or a good survival weapon. So, that is why you would consider getting a gun in the current pandemic that we're in, or any other pandemic that we're in, whether it's a 12-gauge shotgun, an AR-15, a 22 rifle, because 22 rifle is better than nothing, a good deer rifle, or even a hunting shotgun, or any number of handguns. All guns are good options, and like I said, pretty much any gun is better than no gun. So that's all that video was about. And so if you watch that video, don't ever think that I would promote for the murder and theft that some people think, or some people apparently think, that I was promoting. So anyway, that's the end of my rant. Subscribe to my channel, like me on Facebook. I'm RedneckMini14, and until next time, be safe.